In the middle of nowhere, we found a Studebaker hidden in a shipping container for the last 30 years. And while we were cleaning it after we pulled the seats out, first we found a massive hornet's nest. Then we found not only one, but two remnants of what used to live in this car, along with the biggest mouse nest we've ever found.
Wow. Oh my God.
And then we found the main culprit.
We caught one, a live bugger.
So we started off our day following Matt with the Viper, who seems to find us all of these really cool cars down in the middle of nowhere. And as we pulled up, we were able to finally see this beauty of a Studebaker that we were hearing about. And I can't believe it was just sitting inside of a shipping container. But when we hopped out of the truck, first we were greeted by some cute pups. Hey, how's it going?
Hi guys.
And then we were introduced to Chuck, who's the owner of this vehicle, and he gave us a ton of backstory on it. And I also want to mention that you should watch all the way through the video because we got his reaction at the end and it was very emotional. So you definitely don't want to miss that.
How long has it been in there for?
32 years it's been sitting there.
My next question is, how did you get it in there?
Oh, I didn't put it in, he did.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was in the barn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And
So-
he needed to clear the space in the barn, so he put it in the trailer.
Okay.
RJ, check out this picture.
Holy smokes. Is that cool?
That was when...
That's you in there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man. Look at the
When you were younger than me,
Yeah.
than I am now, way younger.
Well, I was 51, 52 in
And I'm 64, isn't that crazy?
man, the fender mirrors are I've only seen those on Japanese cars.
See, I had a 55 President. That was a V8. This is a Champion 6-cylinder.
Okay.
So I got the flathead 6 at home in the garage. Ready to go in. It's all wired. You know, it would run just exactly where it's sitting.
Right.
So to start getting it out, first Chuck had to go grab his skid loader. There were two Chucks there, and he was able to level out the ground so we could back our trailer right up to the unit. And it was time for this Studebaker to see the light of day for the first time in 30 years. And somehow I turned the camera at the right time, and you could see how happy Chuck was. Wow, that's a sharp car. That white paint on there is so cool.
Like I remember.
You got room in here to get in and clean. Just
Nice.
stick Brendan there.
Yeah. Well, you know, and thankfully
Oh,
the
my
window was
God.
up.
What do you think?
Don't believe it.
You excited?
Yeah, I am. I was apprehensive before today, and then today I'm excited.
Heck yeah.
Now, we didn't want to waste any time, so as soon as we got back to the shop, we got straight to work. And while looking over the car, you could see it's in desperate need of a detail. And we actually did a first where we went and we picked up some new tires and we replaced them on the car. But we made a very big mistake, which you guys are going to have to keep watching to see because it's a bad one. But I want to hop into the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. As we were leaving where the car was, Chuck said one more thing that really resonated with us, and he said that he enjoyed this car with his parents when they were still alive. What do you remember your parents driving when you were younger? For me, I always remember my dad having a Chevy Avalanche and taking my sister and I to school, and there's just a very specific memory I have with that car, but what do you guys remember your parents driving? Leave it in the comments below. And also, if you guys like the content we make, all I ask is that you like the video because it helps us get it out to more people. Let's see if we can get 7,000 likes on this video. So before even touching the exterior, this car was the worst smelling car that we've ever worked on. I couldn't even get anywhere near it without gagging. And we knew that it was from mice, so we had to get the interior stripped down first. That way we could start getting rid of some of that smell before actually working on the outside.
What is this? Is this a cabin air filter?
That's an air radiator, dude.
Air radiator?
A radiator. That's a radiator.
Why is it in the car?
I don't know, dude. I didn't build the Studebaker.
So we pulled out the front seat, and first thing we noticed is this massive hornet's nest, which looks like it was then overtaken by some mice here and there. But I mean, that thing is huge. And then after we pulled the seat out, we saw what looks to be like a radiator that's inside the car. I thought that it was just sitting there, like maybe it was an extra part, but this is mounted to the car, and I don't understand how this would work. So if anyone knows why the radiator would be inside the car, drop a comment, let us know what kind of old-fangled...
Dude, it's a heated seat.
Dude, it might be a heated seat.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I recently Googled my own name, email, and phone number and found so much of my own personal information on people's search sites. And these data brokers are profiting from our information, and it's causing us to get unwanted calls, emails, and more. And that's why I'm so excited to announce the sponsor of this video, because I've been using Aura to scrub the internet clean of my personal information. Aura is an all-in-one solution to help protect your online privacy and identity. Aura identifies data brokers exposing your information and submits opt-out requests on your behalf. They also remove you from junk mail and telemarketing lists that you don't want to be on. Aura also monitors your emails and passwords for data breaches and exposures on the dark web. And I even found that my email was part of a breach, and Aura provided recommendations on securing all of my accounts. Aura's app includes a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and malware protection. It's your one-stop shop for all your internet safety needs. So do yourself a favor and follow the link in our description to get a 2-week free trial to discover just how much of your private information is exposed on the internet that you really don't want to be there. Visit aura.com/WD detailing or scan the QR code on the screen to start your free trial. Keeping your online information private can be messy business, so let Aura scrub the internet of your personal information today. Thank you, Aura, again for sponsoring this video. I'm so glad I was able to use you guys and get my stuff off the internet. But with that being said, let's hop back into the detail. Mike, I hear there's mice skeletons. Do you want to pick them up?
No, they're scary.
Get it. Get it.
No.
Pick it up, dude.
Where is it?
It's right there in front of you. See that?
Look, this one was sitting right by my leg.
Look at that thing, dude.
I can't see it.
Bro.
Look on the seatbelt.
Wow. This thing's annihilating. Wow.
That was a
Where's the other one?
mouse.
The other one's right here. This is more complete. Super gross.
More complete.
Oh wow. I think like half of it's still down in there. I think I broke it in half. Hold on, let me see if I can get this out. Yuck. Oh yeah. Same thing.
But worse?
Maybe, actually, yeah, I think it's worse than the other one.
Dude, that's insane.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Do not put that face down on my floor. I've seen a lot of rat's nests in cars before, under seats. That's by far the worst. Where's my mask?
So by this point, we decided to start with the interior first to at least get to the pre-treatment of the carpet so we could let that sit for a day or two before we started actually working on the inside. So as you can see, the seatbelts were completely covered in mouse droppings. So we took them outside and we pressure washed them out, and it was so satisfying watching all of that stuff come out. And check out everything that we vacuumed up. That is a lot of mouse nest. I don't even know where the mice get all of this from. But anyways, we were finally able to put a pre-treat into the carpet and let that sit over the course of the next 2 days. And that helped a ton with getting rid of the odor. But I did recommend to Chuck that he should replace the carpets since they've been sitting so long with all these mouse droppings and urine in them. But he's focused on getting this car running before anything. So he said he's focusing on that first and then maybe doing other stuff in the future. And I want to point out, if you look in the trunk here, all of the brown stuff is mouse droppings. So when we start cleaning it out and pressure washing it, you're going to see all of it go away. And it's so satisfying watching it drain through that hole. And now with the majority of the mouse remnants eradicated, it's finally time to move on to the exterior where we started with the engine bay. And I want to ask you guys, if you guys had this car, what engine would you put inside of it? And check out what we found behind door number 2. I think the Hornets really liked the color of this car.
All right, so in 1955, obviously, most cars didn't have air conditioning. And Brent asked me what the vents on the side of the car did. And I said, well, there's a lever inside, and if you pop it open, it allows airflow through that. There's a filter, and then you get cold air, or you get air to your legs underneath the car. Pretty cool.
Now, I found it really cool that the gas door opened upwards on this car, but I have a question for you guys, and I want to see how many of you know the answer to it. Do you know why this gas cap has a lock on it for a key? If you do, leave a comment below. And at this point, we started having some conversations I figured you guys might like to listen to.
What's your biggest flaw? Mike, you go first.
My height.
No. Personality flaws.
My flaw?
Yeah.
I hate that I'm right all the time and people get mad about it.
You're playing this wrong. This is game the wrong way.
Always being right, that's a flaw.
I mean, it's a curse of mine, dude.
Like a big flaw of my brother's is always thinking he's right.
Oh, he's got the same problems as RJ.
The best part about cars is like you don't have to be a car person to love cars. Like your sister, you know, like she's not a car girl. My mom, like, you know, the first car she bought out of high school was a Fiero, brand new Fiero. It was manual, and she had to have my grandfather drive it home because she couldn't drive stick. And so my grandfather taught her how to drive stick, and my mom taught me how to drive stick. So like I learned.
You taught me how to drive stick.
So by proxy, my grandfather taught you how to drive stick. You know?
Yeah.
That's freaking, I mean, you don't really realize the lineage of like car.
I guess a lot of people identify with their cars or the cars that they really enjoy.
Yeah. I remember even like girls in high school, like they would get their first car and they would name it.
Oh,
yeah, like they all did it.
They all named it.
I don't think I named my car, but like people, and I think what it is, it signifies like freedom. Even like a car like this, and the old man that, you know, owned it, when he was standing there watching it get pulled out, you could see him reliving moments in his life that he wouldn't relive without seeing the car. Like it brings back memories.
What do you think you would do? What was your first car?
The Subaru. I had a WRX.
What do you think you would do if you like saw that car again?
I would. That thing's classed out. Wherever it is, it's either dead or dying. So I mean, but there's a part of me, and I don't even like Subarus anymore. But there's a part of me that wants another 2004 WRX. Not because you know my car is better, faster, more technology, everything. But it's like I want to experience. I want to feel what it felt like to have it in my garage and still have to wait another month to get my driving license. Like I want to feel that excitement again. I want to smell the exhaust fumes. I want to hear a great exhaust and to have the turbo timer. You know, I want to remember what it felt like in that moment.
Mine was a 2004 Mercury Sable that Mike put the sound system in.
Oh, dude. Now that's an enthusiast car. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
And then after that great conversation, we started taking the wheels off because we were going to replace the tires for the gentleman who owned the car. And that's when things took a turn for the worse.
All right, guys. Well, I made a major mistake yesterday. As you can see, this is the drum brake hat that goes over the brakes and connects to the studs. And this is the actual hub that's connected to the axle. I didn't realize that on the left side of Studebakers, they are regular threads, and on the right side, they are reverse threads. So, being a complete moron, I decided to take my impact driver and proceed to basically snap off one of the studs that obviously holds a wheel on. So I snap one of them, I go, what the heck's going on? I can't believe it sees like that, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, it says L on the top of the stud, and I'm just too stupid to take a moment to figure out what's going on. So anyways, I snap one, then I snap another, and then out of frustration, I decided to just snap the others off, which is a complete bonehead mistake. And now we're left with a new drum brake that we have to get for the customer, which we're gonna pay for, because this is my mistake. So we're gonna get him a new drum brake. This is seized on here. Now we have to figure out a way to punch out these studs. We've since grinded them off. We've hit them with hammers. We are basically smashing the metal flat and causing a flange on this side so we couldn't actually get them to pop out. They are pressed in, they're not, I don't believe that they're splined or they're definitely not threaded. But, you know, in life, you make mistakes, and I'm definitely learning from this one. I called the customer, I owned up to the mistake, I told him exactly what I did and how stupid it was and how we're gonna fix it no matter what. And I don't care what I have to do, what I have to pay for. I made a mistake, and I have to own up to it. More so a life lesson. I was pretty demeaned yesterday. I spent the whole day on this when it was supposed to just be take the wheels off and go get them replaced. So I'm a bit defeated, but at the same time, I'm going to make it right for this customer. Brent's in the same boat. If you make a mistake, you own up to it and you make it right. Also, the reason why there's no footage of any of this happening yesterday, of us grinding all this out, we wanted to put it on camera, but I was so embarrassed that I said I didn't want to show it. So that's why there's no video of us making all these mistakes, which we should have, so that you guys could see that, you know, I'm definitely not an expert, but more or less I was so embarrassed that we were having this issue that I made this mistake that I didn't want to film any of it. But if you guys have any idea how to get these studs out with the hub still being on here, please let me know in the comments or send us a DM or an email, because I'm at a loss. And I gotta make this right one way or another. I don't care if we have to replace the whole rear axle of this car. I hope we don't have to, but you live and learn, and you win and lose sometimes. And this was definitely a loss and a learning lesson. And I don't know, but if any of you have any help that you guys can send our way, it'd be really appreciated.
So with all that being said, we were able to get all the other 3 wheels off once we figured that out, and we had the new tires on the rims with these brand new white walls that are beautiful to look at. So we threw them on the car and we took the protective coating off with some isopropyl alcohol, an SOS pad, and a towel. Now to finally address the carpet, because boy, let me tell you, I still could not get near the car. It smelled so bad. It was reeking of mouse urine. We went ahead and used our pump sprayer with some carpet soap in it. We used our drill brush and we sucked it all away. And we did this twice. We only filmed it once. But again, it is just so gross. I highly recommended it to the owner to replace the carpeting. And off camera, once the car was completely dry, we ozoned it as well. And check out all the dirty water we pulled out of the car. I just hope none of you are eating while watching this. Now for the seats, it's very clear this was a mouse highway, so they were probably getting their fecal matter on their feet and running along on the leather, and you can see it starting to break up as soon as the APC touches it. So I'm gonna make sure to clean it multiple times, also with a steamer to sanitize it. And if you don't have a steamer, or if you're curious about any of the products you see us using, it's all in the description below.
right, so at the beginning of this detail, we were pulling out the back seat rest, and Brent said he saw a mouse, and I didn't see it, so I didn't believe him. I said, I didn't see anything, where is he, blah, blah, blah. And anyways, I decided to go get some ethical mouse traps, set them up in the shop, just in case. That way they're not, you know, chewing up wires on our cars. And all of a sudden, a moment ago, we heard a couple of squeaks, and sure enough, we got a new class pet. You cute little guy. Danger, danger, danger. We're gonna go take him to the Metro Parks, and we're gonna release him out there. That way, he can't make his way back inside this garage. So, oh, look, he's got poopies in there. Poopies.
What should we name him?
Grover.
Grover?
Yeah, he looks like a Grover.
All right, guys, you heard RJ, but I want to know, what should this mouse be named? Now for the rest of the exterior, we were on a little bit of a time crunch because we wanted to get Chuck's reaction. We did a one-step polish on the paint, and we touched up all the chrome, and then did a couple minor things, and this thing was good to go. And you guys will notice at the end that we put the last wheel in where it would sit normally, just so we had the effect of the final product of the car. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and again, we have his reaction at the end, so don't forget to watch that.
Go.
Come on in.
Don't be shy.
Come on in.
Well, wait, let me
Take it all.
Oh God, look at that. Boy, you did that chrome.
Yeah, we did all the chrome.
God.
Yeah, every piece of chrome. It took quite some time because there's obviously a lot on there.
That looks better. That chrome looks better than it did 30 years ago.
That's what we always shoot for, is better than when
Oh
the
my
customer
goodness.
first got their car. But yeah.
Jesus. Oh my Lord.
Been a while since it looked like this, huh?
Yeah. I got to take some pictures. I wish my wife was here. God.
I wish.
Just-
Oh man.
She's in nursing homes. She'll be out another week or two, I hope.
Well, we'll pray for her. When I heard that she was in the nursing home, I wished so much that we had finished a day earlier, because I would have put it on the trailer and we would have taken it to show her and give her a little bit of a, you know, a little bit more cheer.
Oh, okay.
But I do have to show you the problem that we had. The problem that I had.
Every time I pull lug nuts off the left side of a car, I always think, wait a minute, that should be left-hand thread.
Yeah.
And even at this age, you know, I still question why it's a right-hand thread.
Right. Well, all right. So I'll pull the wheel, and then you can give me the ball button. Alright, so here's the problem that I had. I know I said I was going to take these off and get new tires put on for you, but I made a mistake. So, as you know, these are reverse threads, or left-hand threads, and as you can see, I sheared off all the studs. So we have a new drum brake coming, we have new studs, new lugs, new spindle lock key, so we're gonna get it fixed. Can't go home today, but I'll go home soon, but...
Oh, I just...
So if you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and if you could, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps us reach more people and get more people to see some of these crazy cars that we pull out of barns. And with all that being said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. All right, guys, we're here at the local park, the Metro Parks. We're gonna drop off Grover. I mean,
you called him Gerald.
No, you called him Gerald.
I didn't call him. Oh wait, yeah. maybe you did call him Grover.
I did. All right. Let's see. You think he's gonna run right out, or?
Off you go, little man. I think he likes
it smells
us.
like crap.
I don't think he wants
little
to
buddy. Go, little buddy. Beep beep. No free ride. Get out.
He doesn't want to go.
Get out. Aw. He's really cute. You gotta see him from my angle. Oh.
Don't come toward me.
Whoa, look at him go. See you later.